Hi and welcome back. We're continuing with our Starlight game. One thing I cannot believe I forgot about my inspiration was the film. It's called Unforgiven, starring Clint Eastwood, also the director, and it is a huge inspiration for this. So in that film, it's looking again at kind of the morality of shooting someone, whether you have the nerves to do it. And that's the kind of high drama that I really want from this game. But for now, in this video, we're gonna have a quick look at what kind of mechanics I was thinking of employing. So to do this, we're gonna get a couple of miniatures. One faction. And a second faction. I'll just bring a piece of paper over. These two factions have just come into close quarters to each other, and they're going to have a standoff. So before you actually fight, you have a standoff. And depending on how the standoff goes, you may end up fighting, you may not. In this game, I think killing is going to be detrimental to your own gang. So it's not really something you necessarily want to do. Sometimes it's far better just to have a standoff and then win by be more determined than the other people. And I'm thinking categorization of weapons. So I'm thinking that it's going to be casual carries. So knives or like tools that can be used as improvised weapons. And how to put it? Self-protection weapons. So think carrying a sword around without a shield. One-handed sword or warhammer. Or a mace. So something that's like, it's not the most ideal weapon. Or let's say a war weapon. So if you're carrying a war weapon, you really mean business. You are. Everyone can see that you're out to get someone, because you just wouldn't carry that thing. So think some kind of polearm, or a sword and a shield, or something like that. And then on top of that, there's going to be bows or guns. Guns are going to be the top tier thing, really rare ammo, but also really intimidating, and these two give you range, which will influence things. And then let's demonstrate what I'm thinking for this. So what I am thinking as a mechanic is, so we're gonna roll some dice, two different colours of dice. One is going to be how determined you are, how you come across in the standoff, and the other one is going to be how you can react, if that makes sense. So determination and reaction. So what I'm thinking is we roll. So in a one against one situation, he got 5. He's proved to be the most determined, and he has the upper hand in the situation. And then he got a 6, which means he's going to act as aggressively as possible. Now, he'll be able to adjust this depending on how self-controlled they are. But in this case, he's going to the player's not going to be able to decide whether he tries to hurt the opponent, and it could end up, like I was saying, that they fight, and that he kills her, and then that has a morality effect. Does he feel guilty about it? Do others then feel guilty? What effect does that have on their reputation? And then she lost that, so she's carrying down, but she scored a 3. If she scored let's say she scored a 1, she would just throw down her weapons and give up, maybe. On a 6, she could fight back. She could, maybe she could charge. 3, we're going to have to figure out what that means. But this is the basic thing. But then there's going to be different situations, like the different things that affect it. So what weapon they're carrying. So let's say she's carrying, well, she's got a sword here. Look, magnetized weapons. Say she's carrying a sword, he's carrying a gun. So let's say that the gun is +4. Character carries so +1, +2, +3, and +2. So he has a gun, that's his best weapon, so he gets +4, she gets +2. And we'll see how that affects the situation again. So he's got 6. I picked the wrong dice for this. That was a 2. So 2 + 4, so 6. And she also got a 2. You can see it with light there. And she only gets +2, so 4. So although he's got the upper hand, he's very limited on what he can do. But then let's say that he doesn't have a gun. She does have a gun, and she also has an assist, and this is going at a distance. So I think you can only threaten someone in a standoff if you have the ability to charge them, like get into contact and attack them with a gun that has range. So let's say this is the range of movement. He can't reach them. So we try it again. 4 and 3. She has a gun, so +4. And she has the range to get him, so she can make the standoff. So that is 4 +1 for assist. Let's say he has some kind of special skill that he's more self-assured in combat. So he gets 3. He has a casual carry, 4, and for being self-assured, 5. So we're looking at 4, 8, 9 compared to 5. And then they both scored really high. So maybe she has skills to be self-controlled. Maybe she can reduce that to do 4 or 3, and then she's going to try and stand him up. She's going to get him to surrender, rather. And he is going to move in and then start pilfering the guy. But he had a 5, so he's in a situation where he's got choices about what he can do. He could try and leg it and risk being shot. Possibly with 5 he can even try and move forward cautiously, possibly. So maybe he can move forward 2 instead of 4. And then then in the next round he has a chance to charge. So I'm thinking something like that, and I'll do some number crunching, see what I can come up with, see if this is the solution that I'm looking for. Right, then see you in the next video.